This is the third party, Jaiga, Nikki, Ro'dey.
All right, Nikki,
Hey,
jump in the topic now. It's 7
wow,
stage.
it's my topic. Okay,
No,
so
not yours. I'm just saying jump inside. You kick it off.
jumping. Okay, so not that it's happened personally. Well, maybe yes, I have tried one or two already. But today we're talking adult toys. And when you're in a relationship after a while, you have to keep it,
Say that
going.
again. Yeah, that fly of everybody adult. What? Come to be rushing on the thing, man.
Adult toys
Oh yeah, be articulate. Let's speak from your chest. Let
from
me
a
hear it.
chat,
Yeah, let me hear it.
toys. Now, in relationships, I could talk because I've been in a long-term relationship. This year would be 21 years, of the same dick. So, and, from the husband's point of view, too, it's the same pokey for 21 years. So,
When you put it that
uh,
way, it's fairly depressing, eh?
wow, I didn't mean, it wasn't meant to be depressing.
The way the tone in the way you say, God, the same cookie for 21 years. It sounds very depressing.
But did
Yeah,
I
it's
lie,
yeah, but you had to spice up the statement. You can't say, oh God, the
Well,
same
right,
cookie
I'm
for
adding
20.
the spice now. I'm going to add the spice. So it could feel a little monotonous after, those many years. But with adult toys on the in the market, this is $1 billion industry. And I think, I think many of us are, especially Caribbean people, wasn't into toys too much. But I think the market is opening up, no pun intended, and it is a good addition to relationships. Now,
I
they have a
second
lot
that.
of things for men to wear, and I think that Caribbean men are not as adventurous with the toys. Anything to go by the boomsy or so,
Yeah, but
play that,
how it reach
play.
adventurous and boomsy?
Not you.
Because, like,
Roll
okay,
the mute,
I
roll the
tried.
mute.
You see?
Roll the mute.
So, uh, Rudy, right. So all I'm just saying is that okay, like with Jerry, I tell Jerry all the time the G spot is 3 inches up the anus, and he never wants to find out about it. Never. So many of these toys is to bring men to a different orgasmic level. But most men, Caribbean men, don't like to dabble in the toy. So I would love to hear the opinions tonight. If women buy toys for the men, if men participate, if they like it only on women. There's one I want to try, which is
Toys.
I want to read
Toys.
the review, ladies, of one of these. But you all take it from here while I get the review.
All right. Um, once again, let me welcome everybody into these spaces tonight. All newcomers. Remember, newcomers have the platform before anybody else. I personally, let me weigh in on it real quick before we go further. I personally believe that every woman over 30 should at least own a bullet. That's a must.
Now, you need to explain what a bullet is because the next thing, we have violent society and they feel is a 9 millimeter
No,
you're
no, no, no,
talking.
no, 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 not that. I'm talking about when you're talking in the line of toys, bullet. Every woman inside of the space supposed to know
I
that
think everybody inside
know
here
what a
know
bullet
what a
is.
bullet is.
Well, I thought it was a ninja bullet where it is make smoothie.
No, 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 no,
Because
No, I
I
really
need
thought
to
it
get a
is.
bullet.
no, not that kind of bullet. Not that kind of bullet at all. I find the ladies quiet tonight, boy. They're listening.
My relationship with Rich is it prepping for the stage of bullet, but right now I bullet it.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that.
You jamming right now.
But this is the forum to share it. I just ain't reached there
All
yet.
right.
But my spouse she definitely asking for one. I don't mind it. She actually wanna get the one that that one that have the remote now.
Yeah, the remote.
There's one with a remote where you could place on the area and they get your man the controller to turn it on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I might have to go by the credit union.
Really? It's not that expensive.
Alright, let me know the price now. Figure you are experiencing
I,
this too.
I know experience and no feel. I'm just saying it ranges from anywhere between 25 to $25 to 100. Not expensive.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You sure that is you sure that you want to go electric?
Mm-mm.
You buy no cheap
No,
thing.
no, battery operated. Good to go. Good to go.
All right.
All right, let me
Okay.
see.
So let me just read because I think this is the kind of feedback, ladies, that you kind of need to from because I realize many men love the woman to experience it. I don't know if men feel insecure sometimes because there's so many different types, but this one is called Tracy's dog, and it's a strange name
What's the
for a
name, man?
toy. Tracy's dog.
Tracy dog.
Right, right. So I'll just give you a little piece of a review, right? And right.
Tracy dog.
2 days
What is
after
my
she
name, man?
placed the order, the little purple vibrator arrived. Opening the very discreet box, instructions say 2.5-hour charge time. Not too bad. I plugged this little baby.
Real action, man.
I find way. While the kids are at school waiting for it to charge, killing time reading some erotica, etc., skipping some parts. I have to get the kids in a few hours and I need to be ready to go when this thing is done charging. TikTok, bitch, TikTok. Welcome to motherhood. Anticipation building. She checked the little pink charging light every 10 minutes, like a crackhead waiting for his dealer to see whether the best vibrator on Amazon really lived up to its reputation. After only an hour and a half, bam, solid pink light. I played with the settings in my hand to test the fine machinery out. The vibration for the G-spot part is quite strong. I was impressed with that even before use. There are 10 levels for clitoral and 10 patterns for G-spot. I've never used a clit suction type stimulator, so I had nothing to compare to. But it looked okay. Time to solo party. I found placement for the clit a bit lower for my body shape. It took me a few minutes. A little time consuming, but I started the clit one on low, which I barely even felt. Then it went to level 5 or 6 and hit the G spot button as well and made a minor adjustment. And I think it worked because I'm pretty sure I blacked out. My legs went straight out like those goats who faint when scared. I never came so fast and so
What?
hard in my life. I squirted. I have never done that. I frantically tried to turn it off, but ended up hitting the button like a maniac, sending it to even stronger suction. And now variant pulses from the G-spot vibrator and came again. I'm pretty sure I levitated. It was an unending orgasm. Now that is the kind of toy I look at.
Yes, I.
No man ever make
Yes,
She
I.
me do that.
she
Yes, I.
No man may never make me levitate and
she's a journalist, or
Yo, she come journalist.
she a
she
one in
gave
English, boy. She real freaking wenty with her,
No,
boy.
no, she gave
yeah,
a
and
good
she
review.
done
An
it.
honest review. An honest review.
She real wenty with her. She said she levitate, no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Family said she levitate with
And you know
who
when
dog it is
goats and
again?
them pass out, that's how
Who
she
dog
looked.
it is?
She said she shook for a good 5 minutes.
Tracy's dog.
I couldn't get off the bed. I even wanted to.
Tracy dog.
Yeah.
Tracy dog.
She couldn't. In conclusion, this met and exceeded expectations. Hydrate, make sure you don't have anything to do that involves the brain power for the rest of the day. And for the love of God, stretch like you're about to run the 500
Wow.
meter dash. So
Beautiful.
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 I would love to meet Tracy. What I'm saying is, so going back to my original point when I said it earlier on, me, this is a personal preference, guys. I'm not trying to see what you should or shouldn't do, but I honestly believe, in my experience thus far, that any woman over 35 should make an investment for a bullet as a starter. Also, um, it is a statement piece to the type of bullet, the quantities of toys that you own, and where you leave it. Going by a young lady for the first time and perusing through her side table, if you ask for like a Tylenol or something, and she said, you can get it at the side table and your boss inside, and she had like 4 big black dildo, like real huge and big, and inside it that's kicking dust. Be scared. Be very scared. Dick?
No, clitorologists, right? They did a report,
Mm-hmm.
and they I think they warned against the overuse of toys now, boy, because it tends to change the feeling in that area. So when your partner actually ready to make love to you now, it's just it will never be enough then. Like you will always want to go back to the toy.
I do believe that. I
So
think human interaction still overpowers everything else.
you doubt in the clitoris, the people
Yeah, I doubt in
who do the
I doubt
research.
in them because that's a matter. I think that goes on a road of vice. If you're just looking for multiple orgasms and things, that's different. But if you can't, multiple orgasms for anybody, but for a woman is amazing. You can see it in the expression and you hear them talk about it all
I
the
I
time.
I I I,
But
I would take the advice from a woman who actually have a clitoris, and using the machines or Tracy dog.
but I, but I'm
I will take them
but I'm
advice.
saying, Rudy, women love that skin to skin too. Remember, it's just it's
Yeah.
an emotional thing though, when you have somebody actually caressing you
But
and you actually feeling
but
that.
but Jaiga, many men miss the boat, literally miss the fisherman
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
boat.
yeah, I know.
And many women, I know we've spoken about this before, kind of, don't want to let him know he keep missing the fishing boat. And many women use the toys after they're done. You know what? Yeah, it was good. And it's not because you're trying to deceive. It's that sometimes it's just easier for women, some women, and not all, that they need the toys to kind of get them there
Well,
quick
as
and
I'm saying,
fast.
the toy is a matter of the climax, not necessarily as I'm saying, the climaxing part of it, the orgasmic part of it, is why they will go gravitate to the toy. But I will still defend human interaction only because sometimes you just want that. Even though you don't know the toy, you know the person going to take
You
you to the
talk you talking about cuddling.
not cuddling.
We not talk. What you
Or you
talking
want a
about?
man
We
to
not talking
caress
about
you,
cuddling,
make you feel a type of toy. A toy can make you come. A toy can give you an orgasm, but a toy can make you
Boy,
feel good.
we talking about beat out here. We talking about beating. We not talking about we not talking about no love up thing. We talk about vice, both ways with the toy and with your man.
Levitation.
That what we talking about. You understand
Levitation.
me?
Like we have tongue in cheek.
So I
All right, so let's Bunny jump in. He just start off, kick off the
Yeah, but
thing.
there's Chuck Bunny for numbers and every jump in your tongue and cheek. Yeah, we are Kevin there. Um, Bunny. Bunny.
he did.
Good night. You all hear
Go
me?
on. Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, Jags, I saying good night. The numbers we looking good. We had 54, but it's something Nikki said earlier where she missing the people. And all the time I just promoting third party, and it's only tonight I realizing this name didn't just come up. So I realizing like you all put some thought into this, real thought in naming this thing third party. And I don't know, I could be wrong, but me looking at it is looking like your normal life. When I mean your normal life, when you're off the radio and you're not entertaining, one. Second life when you're on the radio station, and third life with this different moves and everybody being away from the usual. To me, I believe in this is the third party. I could be wrong, but on another time, I would give all of the opportunity to explain the concept of third party coming about now.
Yeah.
So with that said, I ain't wasting time. I letting people contribute, man. Goodness.
Yeah, love.
But
Thank you, Bunny. So Jaiga talk about
contribute
that
one
too.
time now.
I sitting back because from the time I turned 12, I not into no toys thing, big man thing. As I turned 12, I not into no toy thing. So
Wow.
You
yeah,
done at that.
Wow.
yeah,
You not into them no toys.
Okay.
I am 6'4", so I could stand up in the back and see what going on in the front. So all
All
you
right,
come
my friend.
forward and contribute.
All right, my guy. Tongue in cheek, good night. Tongue in cheek.
And
Nice,
thank
man.
you for signing me up for this class. I, I,
Yes.
I have I have a strong curiosity as why not one male have chimed in before me.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
Is it because of their insecurities with this particular topic?
I don't know,
But
but
I feel they're just listening to respond. I feel they're just listening
No,
to.
no, Ollie, good night, good night, good night. It's not no
Hey,
insecurities with this topic. It's just everybody waiting their turn.
Kevin.
Just like
Kevin,
you had your hand,
the toy man himself.
just like you had your hand up. Everybody was waiting their turn, Mr. Cheek.
all right,
Um,
got
just
you.
a quick, sidebar. Lily is not going to be in these spaces tonight. She's currently assisting Officer Dibbles and them with a investigation. So we're going to see Lily next week.
all right.
Yeah, I did just call all them police officer Dibbles. So
Yeah, we know.
just to make it simple. Just to get back on the topic.
I didn't finish. I didn't finish.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Um, it,
Cut
it,
anyone, man.
it,
Cut anyone.
it just so happens that this is an area that I'm quite familiar with, simply because quite a few females, and don't take this in the wrong light, lady, but my relationships with a lot of females included me having to purchase and introducing them to having a personal toy. And it's not just simply buying it for those guys who have that ego. It's not buying it to replace you. It's an addition. And of course, you got to learn how to use it. It's not a question of just taking it and ramming it up and whatever. No, the thing is, when you pay attention to the woman, it makes them feel special. I remember as a young man growing up in my teenage, late teenage, 1920, I read a book where a woman was saying the reason why they say French men are great lovers is that when they make love to you, you feel like you're the only person in the whole world. So it's the same thing with any toy that you're going to be using on a woman. You're focusing on that woman. You could explore her hot zones, her G spot. If you never know where it is before, you have an opportunity to focus. So anybody who have any man who has an apprehension, or any woman who feel that that should never be part of their thing, it means that they are not open-minded when it comes to sex, and that's why sex is bastardized. So my advice to anybody in a relationship, it's not about being young, as Ro'dey says, you're young so you don't need it. It's not about any age that you need it. It's about enhancing. It's adding to. And second, this is not any shot under the belt for men. Come on. On average, a man takes 2 minutes before he could reach his peak. A woman goes longer. So cut yourself some slack. Buy a dildo. Make sure she have at least that first orgasm, and then you could continue along.
Thank you. You can contribute after. Let's bring in a lady. Marlene, first woman of the night to speak.
Good night, everyone. How are we doing today?
Oh, Mali.
Hello. So, as Jaiga said, I, for one, don't have any toys. I've always thought about buying, but I never did.
You need to go online, eh?
Tracy's dog. Tracy's dog. Tracy's
You
No.
dog.
need to go online.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never really tried to do that. I don't know why, but the curiosity is there, I have to say. Now that I'm single, but I do have my maintenance
You what?
man. I'm maintenance man, Rudy. I'm maintenance man. Oh God. Read between the lines. Oh God.
Right. I don't know
Jaiga.
them things. Right.
Jaiga.
I know, Marlene. You have a maintenance
Yes.
man.
Jaiga.
This is 2021, bro. It is okay for a young lady
Exactly.
to have a mentor.
Kevin.
Because if you have an apartment, right? If you're renting an apartment, there's somebody there to make sure if something goes wrong, you call the super of the apartment and say, hey, the pipe underneath no mash up.
Thank
So I
you.
am saying you have to employ that same mentality in life.
Exactly.
If you have your functioning female like Marlene.
Yeah.
And the
But wait, it's a plumber she has there.
There
and the
you
breeze
go.
blow cold.
Call it whatever you wish.
and the breeze blow cool. She said, "Hey, I'm feeling cool. I'm gonna call in."
Yes,
I
I'm
see anything about that, and no judgment inside of this space here.
exactly.
There's no
I mean,
judgment.
I mean, listen. To be honest, I really don't care because, like I said, I'm single. I have needs, right? I'm
No,
poor.
it was no judgment.
I
Jaiga,
listen.
it
Is it
was no
about
judgment.
maintenance?
Marlene
Is
is
it,
sitting here. Marlene is sitting here in this space or standing or lying up or whatever position she's in this space and trying to make this space feel that she's lacking or hesitant in that department. But we both know Jaiga Dan. Come
Danny, I
on,
don't like
Jaiga.
this. I
Just
don't like you calling my name
say
free.
those things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Jack,
but don't call my name so free. In that, you're making you're casting aspersions, my friend. Don't call my name we as in me and you with brethren and I know. I don't know. I don't know. I outside of that. I
Yeah,
don't know.
brother,
Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
brother,
but
Say what you have to say, Kevin.
let me don't bring hypocrisy and deceit to the thing, brother. We both know we might know nothing about nobody else in this space here. You see, Marlene? We know Marlene and all them kind of stuff.
No, we're
We
good. We know
know.
that. We know that. We know that. We know
All
that. We know that.
right,
We
so
know that.
let me just leave it as it. That is all I was saying.
all
You
I
Okay.
know
understand,
is,
Tommy?
Good
I
night,
was saying
good night,
something.
people.
is it about maintenance or enhancing or adding to? Because the way Marlene responded was though that if she have one, was because she don't have somebody satisfying her. Is it about having one if you don't have a man or having one to enhance your experience? That's what you clarify.
Well, no, that's a good question. At the end of the day, everybody, Mr. Cheek, will take it differently. Somebody, I honestly agree with having it as an enhancement. Others might think about it differently and say no, it's for in case you don't have anybody. Which I don't think that's the case for it. It's supposed to be an enhancement. But people try. Remember, they try to over the years. They speak on it as though it's for only for women who
Too
alone.
lonely.
Yeah, but that's not true.
Nikki,
Yeah.
they call she bullet is the one with the app that you can use on your phone and you can give your young lady to wear it and she go during the course
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
day
had those
and then
too.
you now come with you, at you just any point of the day you is where you wherever you is and you jump on your app and
You
you
well
take
know
a
the
little one
thing.
touch and you know for a fact that she going crazy wherever. I just
You
asking.
well know the
Good night,
thing.
Go
folks.
ahead, Kevin. Go
Good
on,
night. Good night. Good
Kevin.
night.
So,
Neighbor, good night.
good night,
All the neighbor
darling.
want to weigh in here.
So that apparatus that Nikki gave the review on earlier, it was bought for me, and I can testify you will levitate.
Oh wow.
Neighbor,
Oh
give me the
wow.
info. Give me the info.
I'm so
Oh
glad
wow.
that somebody in the room
Yes,
can testify.
it was purchased for me. I was hesitant. I was like, I had other things from before. I'm like, no, we ain't using no battery operated thing. We using things to charge. Da 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 da. Let me spice up the thing.
So how come you just call police for your neighbors?
Rudy,
Wow.
yeah, that insider. Rudy, you keep that
Rudy,
insider.
I just ask.
well done, Rudy. Well
Wow.
done.
I just
Clap
asking.
hands for that one, Rudy. Clap hands.
She says she does levitate. I want to know how
Rudy, like
come.
you keep that inside, my friend.
Yeah, boy. It's such a
Going on with
nerve.
you, going on with you, going on with you. I seen it just had a newcomer in this space that disappear.
Oh,
I know what is going on there. A newcomer was just there. So once again, if you're now joining us, you want to say welcome. If this is the first time you're entering these spaces, we do it every Wednesday, promptly at 8. Tonight we're talking about toys in a relationship. Is it an
I
enhancer for
find
you?
a feature with no radiator just very quiet tonight.
Yeah, you gotta give everybody the space, Kevin. Not everybody can just run in and explode like that. You gotta give them the space. I'm gonna try this person once again here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I just come to cause back and Mr. Tongue in cheek. You sound like the freak of the block.
I just
Yeah, but you're seeing that.
And Marlene, I's an electrician, I just let you know.
oh yeah. How would you say? How would you say? How would you start?
If you have a plumber already, I's an electrician, oh God.
Hey, I go this. The man say he's an electrician. I go. Look, I find the women quiet tonight, boy. Like, listen, let me just say this again. I understand this is a social platform and some of you might be a little nervous, but this is a room where zero judgment at
Mm.
all. Because we also have to remember that the space is here to entertain, yes, and we try to educate as well. At least you're going to leave here at 9 o'clock or 9:10, 9:15, learning something. We do that each and every week. Because Nikki now gave the best review ever. I think Nikki, in telling us the truth, I'm sure in the weeks to come, we're going to see Nikki advertising for this particular, she's here.
Yeah.
All you're going to see her on her gram and saying, hey, hi, I am Nikki Crosby. I now live in Florida. And when we're in Florida, this is what we use. Wait for it.
This is Tracy
Wait
Dog.
for it. Wait for it. It's going to happen. Because,
Don't forget the woohoo.
yeah. Wait for it because she's a girl very, very strategic. Eh? All you know that she don't ramp at all. She do she business easy and nice. Because that review was the
I
best.
could see Granny doing that.
Yes.
Oh shit. Oh
The old
shit.
Granny can get that contract. Somebody go and call Nikki and Nikki will be putting up thing on gram just now. Granny finds a dog. Or some kind of thing so. You ask Granny finds a dog.
Yes,
And they go and see.
yes. Tracy dog is the best dog.
Yeah. Granny finds a dog. That's coming. So again,
Tracy dog not dirty.
let me, I welcome in any newcomer to come and waver in. I know some of you are nervous with the topic. Could be a little, but it's not that bad. We're being very nice tonight. I think it's easy. As I said from the top of the conversation, if you all know chiming in, I honestly believe, and this is just because of my years of experience, that it's okay. From the time you hit 30 and over, I think it's a needed accessory to have. And I second tongue in cheek. I think it's an enhancement. Once done
Okay, I'm
properly,
sold. I'm going to buy one tomorrow.
yeah.
Yes,
It's,
Molly,
it's, it's,
it's like a rabbit and a bullet in one with more speed.
yeah,
Really?
Yes.
it's personalized fun. It's personalized
Thanks
fun.
for the
Okay.
review, neighbor.
Okay, well, I'm sold.
Nikki, yeah. Your first customer girl get you.
I should be getting
Yeah, your
commission.
first customer you get you for sure. You're inside.
Hey, just
You're
a quick
inside.
reminder.
So-
Just make sure no, they hide it up here because my child did find one day. Oh my God, embarrassment. Embarrassment.
And there was some cute colors.
Yo, yeah, but find my wife thing, a pink one she have, and come out in the living room with it, waving it like it's. I say, oh my God.
Man.
Yeah. That's
Nah,
it.
man.
It's something you have to be discreet
So
about.
put her high up in the
Now,
cupboard.
if you have kids, you had to hide it. But if you're a single woman living alone, you can leave it wherever. But once you have children, come on, guys, you have to put it because they look at it as something playful, especially when the person and the feel the vibration. Yeah, they want to.
It is
They want to put it
playful.
under the arm. It has some children. I see.
Mommy, what is this?
I see a little boy already come out to sit in the mouse. I didn't know what to do.
No.
Yeah, I see a little boy already.
Oh, no.
I see a little boy come, stand with the pampers rocking too, and he come out and take him over watching mommy like, you're not comfortable. It's like, mommy. I'm like, wow.
Small man rude, boy. Small man real rude.
Small man off. That's something. Small man off.
Mommy, what is this, mommy?
You understand? So yeah, you have to be very, very discreet in putting your things away.
Rody,
Just leave it.
how will Nikolai react to finding something like that?
Boy.
Mommy, what is this? There's our sword. What is this?
A what?
Sword.
A sword?
A sword.
Okay.
All right. Let me bring up somebody because realizing everybody right now tonight, they're frightened. So look how they're going and run now. Let me bring people and ask them to weigh in on the topic.
I don't know why.
Because at the end of the day, people have their personas. They see all the things going around. They don't want it to be seen.
But
And
the
I don't know why they think that.
sex is a beautiful thing. It is. This is what we were made for. We were made to connect. We were made to levitate. We were made to get on that high.
That is the Mali we know and
I
love.
mean, like,
That is the
really.
Mali we know and love.
Yes,
wow.
she.
But I mean, it is.
Maintenance man.
It is. This is. I mean, like, this is in Jesus' days. Come on, people. It's what everybody is doing. Everybody's doing this. It's not
I's
something
a leader. I
new.
was never a follower.
But it's what we're doing. I mean, I don't
Everybody but
understand.
yourself, Molly.
Look, I
Everybody but
had this
yourself.
conversation. Do you know I was having a conversation with someone and we were talking about, sex in general, right? Because like me, I was not taught by my parents. It was taboo. and I know everybody in spaces here. Sex is a thing in Trinidad. I don't know why you people don't talk about it. They don't tell their children anything. Some people don't talk about their children, about the birds and the bees and the bees and the birds, the bees and the bees and the birds and the birds.
No, that no. How
I
it's
mean,
done? How it's done in Trinidad is your mother is telling you better don't bring no child here for me.
exactly,
That's the
exactly. They
conversation.
ain't telling you how the child coming, but they telling you don't
Yeah.
bring no child here. So you want to know
I
now?
told
Yeah.
Until they bring a quick two.
Exactly, like myself.
My
my
mother
tongue,
farm all
my
the way
tongue
up
and
from
my
my hand.
bygone walking. Why
My
what
grandmother
toy
used to
to?
just say, just strap up.
This next one.
Exactly. I don't understand it. I think it's something supposed to be open because everybody's doing it. It's not like we're not. We are.
No, but in all fairness, though, let me say this. I also had conversations recently. Everybody is doing it, Marlene, but there are some women only realizing now later on in life how much they don't know where
Well,
sex is
that's
concerned
true.
because of relationships they had in the past. Remember, there are a lot of women who started young, maybe got married early, and now in
Right.
a
And
later age realizing that, whoa, wait now, is all these people is hooked?
exactly. And I'm not ashamed to say
Woman
I was
alone,
one
I
of those
still think to
women.
this day I don't know why I did.
I was one of
Nah,
those women, Jaiga.
Kevin, I like for me, I hell didn't know. I just learned like last year.
Right. I was one of those
I
women. I was.
I, lie.
What?
I,
Last
I
year I
second that,
really
Bonnie. Lie, lie, lie.
I
yeah
was one of
before
those women as well, but
I was
I
one of
oh
those
was.
god oh
women.
god oh god let me not
I
start the
was
papi thing
11
now
years
now.
ago. I was Jaiga. You forget I was married, so I was, and we were together since I was 17. So it's like,
Right. So was I.
yeah. So
I
when I come
didn't.
up with
Oh,
that, and
Another
I find
so.
somebody who is very experienced and
my
like to
neighbor don't do
explore.
that now. All can they go taxi man and maxi man used to be in your
But
ears.
Jaiga
Oh
is like you said. Exactly.
But he bore himself.
Right.
god boy. But
I
this get me
never, I
vexed.
didn't know what was happening to me at all. I thought I had to go to the emergency room. So my husband, my
What?
second husband, I'm telling
What?
you, my second husband told me what was happening. And I was like,
Oh,
what? Are you serious?
emergency room is saying that.
I mean, like, really, I'm not ashamed to say it. I was. I had three children until I met my second husband. Is then I got to that climax, and I'm not ashamed to say that because I didn't know. Like I said, my first husband, I was 17 when I met my second husband, and we got together physically. Let me tell you something. I thought I was on the moon,
Oh
right?
wow.
And that's when my
Mm,
hunger.
So you
mm.
met you meet Verizon. Where
You
you
meet
met?
an
You
astronaut?
meet the astronaut
Exactly.
then. You,
Hello.
You don't know exactly what you're talking about, girl.
I'm telling you, Jaiga, I can't explain it. The what I felt, I cannot explain that. And that opened another door for me. Like, I mean, like really to another world. And I said, all these years,
The back
The
door?
back
no,
door?
Nikki. No.
wow.
I'm like, oh, so you mean to tell me I have three children and I've never felt this,
Never.
and then to know now when I was in my like late 20s and man, let me tell you, yeah, it was like smoking weed and I get high and I want to smoke that weed all the time.
Okay. So you now say when you get a dick is marijuana piggy you get. Right?
You got dick then.
Exactly.
You get
She went from a
You
cigarette
get
to a big
kush.
post.
she
Hello.
went okay
Hello. A
marijuana
cigar
dick you
weed.
get. All right, okay,
Listen,
cool.
I'm just
I
saying.
back
ready,
to the
That's why you say
Molly.
kids do not
What,
have
Kevin?
sex
What,
before they come.
Kevin?
She get
I hope
upside
the
down with the bum.
maintenance man not in here listening.
And if he was,
Because
I mean, I don't care. If he was in here, I mean, I've invited him. So,
because
I mean, like, I have no.
how you after levitation, how you following up as a, how you coming to
Remember, my
even
husband,
try?
listen to me, Kevin. My husband died. I don't have that anymore. Right? And
Yes.
you understand? Sometimes, yeah, I mean, it is, I don't know. Maybe it's just
Yeah,
for
but you
me
have
to
to,
get. I don't know.
no, but you have to understand something too. You have to understand too. The levitation that she's talking about and the experience she's talking about with her husband is not only a sexual experience as for this surface sex. This is
Exactly.
somebody she truly fell in love with. This is
Right.
somebody
Yeah,
she
it's
connected with.
mentally
This
and
is a
physically.
right.
Yes.
This is a soul. This is a soul partner.
Thank
Anybody
you.
who come in,
That was my
anybody who come in
soulmate.
after, right? Anybody coming after. They can't come in there looking for levitation. They had to come just looking for a good time. She said shit
Exactly.
for maintenance, man. Cause daddy, no much man like a man now come and fix something in the apartment there, but he not really good with the gypsum.
Exactly.
It's still a man.
Hello.
No gypsum man good.
Hello.
But it fix.
Hello.
It fix.
It fixed. Yeah,
Yeah, but not everybody's a good gypsum man, but it
that's
fix.
true.
All you go say I bad mind and wicked, you know. My wife, if I digging up in my wife clothes and I find a dildo, I order one of them silicone doll one time and I looking to pong it out in front sheet. Big man thing. Big
Wow,
man thing.
you missed
Yeah,
the small
brother, you
thing.
need a chair.
Bunny,
You missed
Bunny,
the
you
most
need a
You're
main
chair.
fucking wild
everything.
tonight, boy.
Bunny, you need a chair.
Evil.
You need a black chair. You need
Boy,
a black.
boy, Bunny, you're right, boy.
Bunny, you need a
You're
chair.
right, boy. You're right.
You need a chair.
You're
A
right.
female entitled to have this to stimulate and please herself. Well, all right. I looking for a silicone doll and I returning the favor.
No, but
But I
buddy, it's
have
not
to be an
about
argument
you.
because
It's how them
It's
ones
not
looking like
about you,
shins.
bro. It's not
It's
about
not
you.
about you.
It's how them ones looking like Shansi, you know, dog.
It's
I
not about
proper
watchmen.
argument because what's your explanation as to why you have that? She could be
I
your explanation as to why she have what she have.
yeah, but listen to what I'm saying.
Enhancement.
It's
Enhancement.
enhancement for a woman, you see, that's the thing. That's the first thing what Mr. Cheek said was the best thing. When you're treating with these situations, you have to separate all little boy thinking and understand it from a mature level. When a woman orders one of those, it's not really to say that you are not pleasing her. It's not that at all. If you take it in that instant and you start getting insecure about yourself, you have a problem. You have to welcome yourself into that space and be a part of that space with her. But if you know, go and remember, again, we know women, as we say, women could, their bodies are tremendous compared to
But
us.
Jaiga,
Daddy,
when
when
you
we,
hear that woman, when you have a juve moment and this woman pull this jaw and take out this thing, you trying to tell me all the beton, all
bro,
the big man thing and maturity
nah,
thing, your
I
ego
tell
ain't
you,
gonna stop to talk to you?
not, it's not. Let me tell you why, buddy. Let me tell you why, real talk. If you will know to yourself, you had to, one man had to stop doing is lying to self, brother. If you know
True
you're
that.
at Juve morning, know that yo, I miss and be big enough to tell yourself, oh God, but I missed it. And in missing, you now have to step up to show you, even though I miss, look, I right here still with you to make sure that you are right.
But
And in
Jides,
that,
well, this is not taking anything
Right?
insecure or
So,
feeling insecure about
so,
yourself. This is why society so lawless right now because we allow things to slip in easily.
Wow,
wow,
you going there?
No, we
That's
allow
deep.
things to slip in so easily and say it's the in thing
No pun
and
Nah,
intended.
everybody
buddy, don't
doing
do
it.
that.
no,
And
Buddy,
when
don't
you
do that. Buddy,
yeah,
don't do
but
that. Don't do
Buddy,
that.
pull back.
wait,
No, let me deal with
no,
this,
hold on.
Jaiga.
Before you say
Yeah,
anything,
Nikki,
Jaiga.
get him.
Let me say, hold on, wait. You, Kevin, you misunderstood something. When Marlene said it's the in thing, she didn't mean toys. She meant sex.
Exactly.
Let me just play that. It wasn't toys. She
Nope.
meant
Because
sex
I
is the
don't
in
have
thing.
none.
Everybody has sex. She said everybody has sex, not the toy. I don't want you to misunderstand in the space and we get all over the place. The in thing was everybody has sex, not toys is the in thing. Right?
Exactly.
So now
I didn't
Nikki
say that.
Ekerani. Nikki Ekerani.
Oh God, Jaga is my lawyer.
All your money name is Kevin too, eh? Don't feel it just one Kevin is having here. Money is Kevin too, eh? All
Good
right.
night.
Refer to him as Bunny.
Right, Nikki.
Okay, so Bunny, I talking as a woman and talking about toys. And yes, love and etc. But the word that they really used was enhancement. Because sometimes the kind of orgasm you could get from a toy, a man can't do that for you
Preach,
because it
preach,
is
sister.
battery operated.
But Nikki, you don't
so,
find it's
So
like
it's
a disrespect to an extent?
no, it's enhancement. But let's not pretend. I have
so
used one of those things, and firstly, let's not pretend. You can have an orgasm in like minutes, like 2 minutes, bam, right? Compared, and it's because of the
And because
intensity.
you don't
Now
have
your
to
man
worry
can't
about the
give you
other
that
person's
level of
feelings and you know your body.
This is not a feelings thing. This is what I'm trying to explain to all you. This is not. This is my man doing it with me, and we are going. What the hell? And he excited to the fact that this is turning me on so much.
Exactly.
This is not. It has nothing to do with you, Bunny, or Kevin or any of them. That is a competition, or you could be replaced by this
It
AAA
never be
battery
replaced.
No,
operator.
you
Yeah, but
can't.
It's not like
When
that
I
at all.
am,
could I
It's
throw
about
in
you
something?
as a couple sharing. So, Bunny, let me ask you something. If you meet a woman, and as Kevin explained, right, you'll have some amazing sex, right? Wrong one. Bam. You enjoy her, she enjoy you. And then she goes to the drawer and she pulls out a Tracy's dog. And she says, baby, you ever try this? And you like dumbfounded, no. And she started to use it on herself. What, Bunny? You're going to pick up your pants and go home?
For those who know me, yeah.
But what the hell is
Bunny,
What,
why?
You see,
Bunny, why?
Bunny?
you see,
But I
in the
find that
context you ask it,
disrespect.
I done put in my work already, you know. So if she choose to do that
Bunny,
after,
Bunny, I don't know you, but you're a selfish lover.
Bunny,
Yep.
every little time
okay.
maximum.
I
You
would call
see,
like that too.
Bunny, every
how
little
Well,
time
that why,
maximum from the go. Just
nah,
talking like
nah,
ex.
wrong fella.
the maximum something?
what I
Are you
realize.
stupid?
After I stumble upon a construction, if everybody, well, the electrician and most people in here gonna know is a sawzall. When I see a dildo attached to a sawzall, I right away after getting over the fact that my mind was blown, I realize, you know what then, brother, you're just a body here. You said, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
but
you can
Kevin,
do,
Kevin, you're
Kevin,
just
Kevin,
talking about the
whatever
Kevin,
you
actual
can
dildo.
do.
Kevin. That is an
So the
anomaly.
dildo is what
That is
intimidates
an
you.
anomaly. You're not going and going to average girl house and see no dildo attached to nothing.
True, but
Them thing that we're talking about here is just off the back. That's
true,
off thing, like mad thing.
Yeah.
Let me real. Let me talk about
true.
it in a real
All right, so let
space.
me give
Yeah, but
my
Kevin,
scenario, right?
here's that particular
That's
situation.
not.
You know, I have women who into BSDM, bondage and all that stuff. She is one of those that into that. That's why they will get something like that. So it's not like it's she every woman.
I disagree. You don't have to be into that to have a
No, no,
dildo.
No,
no.
he's not
You
talking
want
about
the
for dildo. He's not talking
sawzall.
about for dildo.
You want the
He's talking about the
sawzall.
add-on. He's talking about what Kevin described, Nikki.
The
Nikki, what
sawzall.
Kevin described,
Oh,
you not going
oh.
The,
and use
the
ever in life.
reciprocating store for anybody who wanted a reciprocating store. It goes in, out like a man's waist. But
Yeah,
yeah, that particular woman, she is into more than just the
correct. Sex.
comparing with the
Correct.
All
dildo.
right. Yeah.
Correct. That's a different level. That is something totally different. We
And
talking about
definitely not an
basic man-woman interaction here.
So let me chime in now because I realize what they're real educated about this topic, but I agree with the enhancement and you're being able to explore different things and make a relationship fun and these things. I agree to all them things, but there are parts of the world, for example, like Japan, where men are in full relationships with AI dolls, right?
Yeah,
They don't even
yeah,
want they don't want no partner, no woman at all.
yes.
They living with a dolly, talking with a dolly, having sex with a dolly, and they don't need a woman anymore. So it's a very thin line when we're talking about enhancement, and then there's the talk about dollies and these robotic things replacing human and physical touch. So it's a kind of split conversation. You can't put it on one side alone.
Nah, but
Rodi, you have to understand why that is happening in Japan. I don't know if you recall
Yeah.
early on when I came into the
Uh-huh.
to the spaces, I did mention Japan is one of those places where they are not
Yes,
having
yes, yes.
relationships,
Exactly.
Correct.
but they still
Yes.
have sexual
Mm-hmm.
needs, and they are innovators of
Yeah.
these type of dolls. So it's not a question of some attachment.
Rudy, mute.
Yeah.
I don't want to do much.
No, but
So
there are also women, tongue in cheek, that have they trace this dog, they vibrators, and they cool with that too.
Mm-hmm.
no,
So
but he
it's
talking about the
there are
doll.
many women who not on men and the bullshit,
Right.
and they have a man who could come and service them, and when he can't come, they're using the Tracy's dog, and they're very happy with it.
Understand, and before they had any toys for men used to do it anyway by themselves, so that is understood. But I was just trying to point out to Rudy that it's not a question of one becoming attached to an inanimate object for companionship. There is a culture that's developing in Japan whereby
Correct.
that's what's happening.
That's the culture there. Correct is right.
All I'm saying is that we just can't watch it from the point of view alone of it being an enhancement, my boy. There is the conversation where I understand where Bunny coming from, where people are using it also as a replacement because they don't want any physical relationships with anybody else.
And
Alright,
again,
them
Rudy,
people.
So
and hold on,
it's a
and
split conversation.
yeah, and again, Rudy, let me say it again. As I said,
It's still
Like,
people
oh,
it's
wait,
about
hold.
being on right, but it's being honest with yourself. If you're in a relationship with a girl, you must feel as though you know man is just want to pretend. You know, we just know that she not on me again. You know. You just feel it. So move, leave, ride out,
Exactly.
ride
Hello.
All
out.
right,
She not on you.
so
She want
piggyback
she
off
not
of
on
what
you.
Jaiga is saying there. My first experience with an
Well, it
inanimate
had to take no
object,
for an answer.
my first experience with an inanimate object, I was separated from my husband. We were going through a separate before we decided to get divorced. We were going through the separation, right?
That could be anything, eh? That could be melange.
All right,
I know say why it doesn't have no
but
noise.
this
Why
was
you
God,
back
just
in the
say wait in the
daytime.
neighbor. Just say I did and done.
Yeah, this was back in the daytime that was using the big double D batteries and stuff. So it was a big one, right? So I was
Yeah,
looking for one.
Mandingo.
Right. I didn't know about these things because I was with him for so long, and a girlfriend put me onto this, and with him it was the same three old boring positions. So we were separated. And
Oh
girlfriend was
damn.
like, you're alone, and I know you ain't going anything with nobody. So why you don't try this? So I buy it. Meet the woman in Grand Bazaar, buy it, and I like
Tell
it.
me, say my grandma's on. Don't you think to sell that thing, man?
Yeah,
Tell me, say my grandma's on.
I mean, I buy it. I like it. Okay, cool thing. We end up deciding we go try to make the marriage work and thing. And a day I forget and I send him home to get something to go and drop somewhere for me. And he opened the drawer and see this thing. Well, it was a bacchanal.
Oh Lord.
It was a whole
Oh
bacchanal.
Lord.
The
Wait,
man
he still
felt it
Ram, he still
out
talk?
the window over the wall in the bush.
In
I bought a second one.
You buy what?
I buy a second one. I mean, my grandmother and I buy a second one. And I said, well, baby, let me try this. We trying to make this thing work. Let me try to spice it up. Well, the man tell me he ain't looking for a helping hand. I said, well, but after one thing, you can't really, we go use it
Well,
together.
as the saying goes, right? Certain things are inevitable. Look, fast forward to now, he's not in your life, and
You
that's it
see,
right there. But
God is blessed. God is blessed more than you know.
like they understand something. A rejection is actually God's way of telling you that you deserve better.
True.
You understand? So don't look.
Wow, that was very deep,
He
Jaiga.
with
Very
heights he
open.
talk.
So I can tweet that. You can tweet that as your midnight gym tonight.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
God, oh
Please
God,
do,
oh
So,
God.
please
so
I'm
do.
just,
Jaiga,
I'm
so
just.
Jaiga. So because
Yes.
he didn't agree with using the dildo,
Mm-hmm.
that means he's something bad for her.
No.
No, no, no.
Listen. Him not agreeing mean that they weren't good for each other because she was not there anymore emotionally, spiritually, physically. She just didn't know it in that moment.
But
And
God
look, fast forward to now, they're not
preach.
together.
Yeah,
So
Preach.
it have nothing to do with
it wasn't just about the
it
sex.
have, yeah, exactly. It had nothing to do with him not being good. He's a great individual. He could be a good human being to
No, he
somebody
not.
else.
He not.
No, that no, you just
Why
no,
you so neighbor?
no.
Why you so?
Neighbor.
Why you so?
Hey, pull back,
No, I
Hey,
don't
wash
like
man,
that.
neighbor
I
man.
just give the
Wash.
kudos. This one,
Right.
no.
He not to you. He
You
not
see?
to you.
You
He
see?
not to you,
You
neighbor.
see?
Come
You
on.
see neighbor?
Come not for there. He
Rudy,
not for
You
you.
see
Rudy.
how all it is?
Neighbor
Not
You
for
see
have
all
her
it
you.
is end up with?
reasons.
Right now, you
What
Right,
you
but
mean
looking for
now?
God.
You
okay.
see how
Extremely
That
happy
is
right
her
now.
reasons. That is her reasons. All you have to understand
you
something
see
as
how all
human.
it is end up with Tracy
Me
puppies?
and one of
You
the other
see?
exes as friends, and we both have the same opinion.
Well, that is two all here. That
Or
is two
Lord
people
10,000
Jesus.
out of a
freshmen,
million in the
Jagger,
world.
come on, now, man.
Come now, man. Olin never win no war against him. But is he alive and breathing still?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, unfortunately. Come on, you had to hate out your heart, my girl. It doesn't matter. He's living his life,
That's
you living yours. So that done there.
Hitler and all. Hitler, they say Hitler and all had good in him. You know, don't say that about him, man. Watch,
You understand?
Listen, Nikki have a saying, and it's true. If you have a dog and your dog don't like a person, check that person. My dog never liked it.
So Tracy dog don't like him.
Yeah, he dog in the bush or mustn't like it.
No, but listen, if it's one thing I've learned over a period of time, you could fight against things, right? But certain things in life is just going to be that way. In a moment, especially in a moment like what neighbor is talking about, you will try anything because you feel as though, and that's something when Nikki says all the time we have to unlearn. We all have to get to the point where we realize that fighting against something doesn't really make sense. Fight, because listen, especially if somebody in a situation where they're telling you they want out and they want to leave, bro, just allow it.
Yeah.
Makes no sense you fighting
That
because you only
is
doing is
why
fighting yourself.
when you go by somebody to visit and you see the look coming through the bike seat, you have to know yourself.
Well,
You
right.
have to
If
know
you're not
too
of
much
that,
about that
exactly.
speed, and
If
you
you're not
know
about,
that you can even be of
put it
no.
this way. Let me break it down simple for you, right? Easiest. I am a respectable, as I just make joke with everybody, I'm an Obama smoker, right? Meaning, I will be, like Kevin is rolling with me, everybody know. Kevin rolling with me all know, and Kevin cannot ever say I stand up right next to him in front of him and start to clean and open up and roll up and smoke in front of him. Why? Not because I shame, it's because it's for respect. I know he doesn't, so I will do so and pull in a corner and do my thing. So if you know what you like for yourself, you have to respect yourself and know it ain't not for me. But here I was going with man. You go by a girl, you see it, you still want to play hero. And then when it go off, you want to say she's a this and that. Brother, if you see it and you don't like it, leave, but you go jam. Come man, is going thirsty.
No,
What
they
are
It's
you
going as though,
talking?
than anything. Right? You know,
What?
you
nothing.
understand? So man has to realize to leave certain things alone. That's just what it is. So that is how you have to live your life. Leave what
Me,
is what is for you and what not for you.
Listen. If a man like
I
you,
prefer to
Jaiga,
bust. I
not
prefer
every
to
man like
bust.
you. Some men
No, it's
still.
not
Even
matter
that,
like me.
yeah,
It's
you
not
happen
nothing with
there.
me. It's not nothing with me.
What
It's
are
just
the
in general. Everybody's fall short. That things I make real mistake in life too. Me ain't perfect, but I'm
Yeah,
just
like the
saying.
spoon eating girl. You could have be happy and all now.
Oh no,
The
The who?
spoon
she
The
would
eating
who?
have
listen
girl.
started
here.
You
even
could have be
for
happy
she
all
would
now.
have started even for and the happiness would have been permanent. She
Nah,
would have
she's.
started
I
even
sure
You
for
should
she's.
have been making
I
good
sure she's
fed up for
still.
your eating, but you
I
want to eat
sure
them
she.
with
I
spoon.
she would have
Doubt,
come on.
doubt. I sure she's still eating with spoon. You have to
But
understand
man,
what is for you and what not for you.
man just chin up themselves and that is the worst form of chin up. If you're not man chin up yourself until you can conquer a situation or deal with
No, you
nice.
can't. You
When you
can't. You can't.
see when the evidence telling you that you cannot,
You can't go.
but
You're going and trying to
Well,
prove
watch
it.
now. As a man, I prefer to walk in. I walk in my bedroom and see my woman using
It's
a
9
toy
o'clock.
than Marlon on the pressure. So
And
me don't
just
mind the
saying
toy.
to be for being so open-minded.
Me don't mind the
but
toy. I'm telling you.
that
I wish
come
Billy
and,
wasn't here,
Rody say
boy.
that. Rody say that bring it to this. That come like them man and them who want to add and want to go sex party with a woman. And then when the party starts to get steamy now and they see how other
Yeah.
men dealing with a woman now,
Dealing with
they
it. You're
want
Oh
to
very
my
they
true.
want to
God,
throw
you
they want to
haven't
they want
asked
to
that.
fight inside it. It's bacchanal
What?
inside.
Who is that,
Yeah,
Molly?
somebody asked me that this week if I was
To go to
into
a
that.
party.
And I'm like,
We
Molly,
no,
freaky way.
just carry on that kind of way.
yeah, I mean,
Wow.
like I said before,
Marlon,
what?
Marlon, you don't drive to work here?
Yes, I do drive to work.
So why you sounding like you was going on the bus? How you always meeting somebody? What kind of people working in the hospital? Who working there? What kind of patient? You sound like you're on the bus. I know you just drive
A
to
man,
work.
No,
a man,
but listen,
a man now, a man now walk off the wall and he now check his prostate and he say, "Girl,
Listen,
you
Yeah.
have
Molly,
to do this now."
listen.
no,
Just,
I know check
no.
you that.
just
When I
Google,
Okay,
said,
what
check,
to come?
listen
just
to me.
Google.
When I said someone asked me that, I mean it's somebody I know,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, it's somebody I know. And they did ask me that. And I was like, it's not really my thing. And, I, for one, I'm a one on one person. I'm not up in for the, the mingling and joining with other.
The sex life kind
Right.
of
I
lifestyle.
don't think so. Then the person was like, well, you're a selfish lover. And I was like,
Oh wow.
what do you mean?
Way.
How am I a selfish
Fuck
lover?
off.
So I know, right? That's what I said. And I was like, Well, I mean, if it's not my thing and I'm not, I just prefer to be with that person, alone because I want to be with that person and give them my all. And, that's what I want. I want that person to give me their all as well. I want to concentrate on just that person. I don't want to be thinking
Well,
and watching and watching what the other
guys,
two people doing. And then they're tapping me on my back and say, all right, it's my turn. No, that is not for me.
yeah, well, Marlene, in the person's defense, right?
Uh-huh.
If erotica with you is anything like your sada and your saltfish and your bulgur and your tomato soup, if
Again,
erotica
let's talk
is
anything
anything
food
close
now.
to that,
No,
no,
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you,
if Marlene Erotica was food, it's different.
if Marlene Erotica is anything close to her food, I can understand why the man says she's selfish because you can't keep all of that food for yourself. You have to
True. Well,
that food has to share. You can't make all that food and let's keep it. You alone eating all that baby. Nah.
Well, I mean, I just thought that was harsh. Because I am telling you what I'm not into, and you telling me, well, I'm selfish.
Of course. Nah. Somebody
But
had to
Marlene,
respect.
and
you
this
Somebody had to
is
know,
Apples
respect
and
you
yourself.
could go
oranges.
and you
Apples
could
and
be
oranges. He say that like if it's a expectation.
Exactly, like he thought I was into that, but I'm not.
but Marlene, you could go and you don't have to be with other people. You could be an exhibitionist.
oh,
But that's what he was
okay, tell us
telling
about
me.
your experience, now, neighbor.
That's what he was telling me. I mean, mind you, he has never gone. He's never.
Neighbor, tell us about your experience, now.
My,
So they
what
was
the
for
what?
real. It's like, so you,
All I
yeah,
know is
because
that there are a lot of places because Marlene is not
Wow.
far from me. Marlene is right there in Baltimore, and there are a lot of places in Baltimore that have
Right,
that's
have
what
that
he was
sort of
saying. I
activity.
didn't know that. I didn't
There's
know that. He said that.
too
He
many
did say that.
sex parties in Baltimore. It
There
comes
is,
up.
there is. I didn't
No,
know that. I'm now
I
aware that there is, and he was like, you go first. You don't. It's not right away. You go. There's a party. You meet, you mingle, and then they the couples, if they find that you are you look a certain way or whatever, they come to
look
you,
scrumptious.
and I was like, oh, okay.
but you have to
But he
give
was very
consent to
well
the man.
informed. He
You
was well
have to give.
informed.
A question will be asked first before anything happens. No, it's not like it's not. It's just like when you go after.
Right,
Nobody
right,
can just run up on you and just whine on you. You could turn and walk
right,
away if you choose to. But a question will be
right.
asked first before anything happens. When you say yes and give consent, then
Right.
you in a whole other world. You
Which
better brace.
Correct is right.
I just know that's not for me, so I wouldn't even go to that.
Kevin,
I would not go.
Kevin, which state did you attend in your event?
Colorado.
Yeah, I really, I got
Colorado.
you, Captain.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, he said that too. He said that too easy play me, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
have to.
Now we get
You have to
yeah,
give
so much.
consent
Kevin. You're
though. You have
talking
to give
about me.
consent.
Right.
Hey,
Wait
sis,
on
Good
Kevin.
night, producers. Good night,
before
everybody.
we leave, see you inside.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
night.
yeah. I appreciate it. I just want to, I feel I'm matured enough right now to share a story that was a humbling moment earlier
Right,
Hey.
on the topic, right?
right.
So, about 19 years old or so, much older woman, 2 kids, had an experience that snatched my soul and changed my life, right? And I know that was, so let me preface that by saying I'm an advocate for the toys, based on this experience, right? So, and I know it was good because I line on there trying to figure out how I'm gonna have the children call me stepfather. That's how I know it was good.
Way boy down, boy.
Like,
Way.
it can be dad, daddy, like, but
All right, my brother.
Oh God.
Were they 7 and under like Jaiga's
yeah. So,
criteria?
anyways, look,
If I line
yeah,
it,
yes,
your teenage years was a movie, soldier.
Go through now, go through. Let the man finish his story now. Go
Yeah,
through,
yeah.
go
So,
exactly.
through.
Stop
anyways,
interrupting.
yeah. So I lie down there, I lean over, and I thought, because I was inexperienced at that time, I thought it was little Russian, those little Russian dolls that was on her dresser. I did not know. I came to learn that those were actually Kegel balls that she was, using and very familiar with clearly. So, after a couple more jams like that, where I clearly I get a gold medal before she did. I finished first. Um, I say let me try to reciprocate and do something. So I went out and started just getting things right, and all of a sudden I turn into like medicine, like Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman. I come in with a bag, like right through what I'm going by she. And it's like a performance surgery. And after a while, it didn't last. I realized that the jam thing is what I provided is not what she's looking for. And I just wanted to validate that earlier point. I learned that maturity. I learned to walk away at that very early age. Like, all right, I will die trying to make somebody happy. I can't do it. I can't do that.
Oh,
So,
bravo.
yeah. So the bag's still upstairs, neighbor. If you want it, I could ship it over to you. You might just have to change the size battery and them. It should be good.
You have to love it.
I'm going and run Brooklyn Bridge tonight. I'm going. Go on. The man said the box still upstairs, neighbor.
Really, eh? Really?
Oh gosh, you got a lot.
I go. Yeah, but guys, at the end of the day, to each his own. We all have to remember to respect one another.
Exactly.
You understand? You have to respect one another.
So it's going to meet you by Grandbazaar?
If I only tell him a location here right now, I hear all kind of parties happening where I is right now. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh wow!
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is you in Bremo?
Where you at?
Yes.
Where you at again?
Towson.
Oh wow! You close to Marlene.
You lie. He right in my backyard.
Marlene go get the bag before you on neighbor.
Yeah, looking like Marlene go get the bag. So when you hear them getting them saying, yeah, all about my bag, that the bag a little
neighbor, you done levitate already, Marlene.
Yeah, let Marlene levitate now, man. You greedy, neighbor? Oh God.
Neighbor, you don't like me, none.
Yes, a selfish levitator, neighbor. Yes, a damn selfish levitator.
I had to go on Nikki website and buy mine.
Wait.
Nikki, our website now?
Is that Nikki talking or Tracy?
No,
I feel Nikki so quiet.
But Nikki on a reel, just by putting that in the atmosphere here, I think it's something you should look at doing online right now. I think you will get a real good business. If you invest, find a little company out of Japan, bring it in wholesale.
Yeah, Nikki. Oh my God, Nikki, yes.
You're the perfect person.
Nikki, do not do
I
that,
was thinking
Nikki,
about
do not
organizing
study
a
Jaiga.
Vegas trip. That's what I intended to do.
Nikki, do
you are a marketing person, like that little paper thing that you had thing on. I don't need it, but I was thinking about buying one.
Nikki, you need to do a toy party.
You will get
a toy party.
Yes,
Nikki.
I watch my
I will look into it.
No, let me tell you, those are very, very good. Doing a toy party, you have all the toys. You have like a big go. You have like where you can win something, but then you have to purchase as well. Girl, oh my God!
You're talking like you had singing, Marlene. You're talking like you had singing.
No, I don't. I have friends who know people that do toy parties. And I just like
Nicki Minaj. You have a friend who have a friend. Marlene.
No, I'm just saying. Oh my God, no. Seriously, I do. I have a friend. I have a friend couple. They have toys and they have parties all the time. I'm just saying.
Wait.
There are married couples that have toy parties.
Nikki, do not take the churn and them money from Nikki now and go and invest in a toy either. That is not a good look. You go make loop again, eh?
Nikki,
no, you go see all them children.
You go make new. You go make that was Nikki. That was trying that children. You ain't seen them in a while. To hell with them. You'll choose toy party.
Nikki, run.
Nikki, I have all this.
All right, guys.
Uncle Bunny will not allow that.
Children go up online.
Nikki, I can't say to tell you have a link.
But this is the new Nikki.
Thank you, Aqua.
This is the new Nikki. This all these ways of Trinidad, she leave it behind. So it's a new life she forging here now. So if this life is about selling toys and showing toy party, why not?
I will fly to Florida wherever she is and go to that.
You see, Nikki, you have a customer already. Go.
I'm telling you, I would.
All your life you do Nikki and church party. Do some grown-up party now.
Exactly. Time for we.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nikki.
Time for we.
Thanks, Nikki.
The early son of church from Nikki Land is adults now. Oh,
Yeah, so
Exactly.
It's true.
it's at Nikki land. No, it's Nikki land.
Adult
Yeah,
land.
Yeah.
land. Okay.
Well,
Nikki
folks,
adult land.
Nikki's
Folks.
paradise.
This is the third party, Jaiga, Nikki, Ro'dey.